That way I can post it for those who que no están joining us.
Okay.
Mr. Basket.
Yes.
How do I open the edit mode? I don't know how to edit mode. Edit mode is not working since school closed.
Okay.
So we have to wait.
Ay, puntita.
¿Cómo estás?
Muy bien, gracias. Extrañando el salón.
Yo extrañando a todos.
También a todos.
El café, el pan.
También.
So we got a few more people just join in. Yeah.
Blanca, ¿ya te acabaste las tortillas de harina que hiciste?
Ya,
¿Eh?
ya.
Ajá. Maestro, Blanca hace tortillas de harina, ¿eh?
Qué bueno, that. Qué bueno, Blanca, that's good. That's good.
Mr. Basket.
Yes.
How do I open the edit mode? You have to waiting school open or?
On your laptop, remember you just go to the, you can just type edmodo.com and it will automatically take you to the site. There will be a button that says sign in. You click on the
sign in. They have a class code.
They
have a class code. I don't know the class code.
The class code. No. You're gonna sign in. You already have an account. You have to use the account you use in school. Remember, you wrote it on a notebook, on a little.
I don't know. I keep trying.
Okay.
It's not working.
At the end of the class, I'll send you. I'll text you your username and your new.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, teacher. Okay.
No.
All right.
Let's get going with this so that way we can finish this. I'm gonna mute guys your sound really quick. How can I do that? If you guys can mute your sound really quick, and that way I can share my screen and show you what we're gonna do this time. Okay. There we go. All right, look at class. This is the new assignment that we're gonna have. The other one, everybody did really good. Most of you got the right amounts. I put a little comment on each of your assignments. I checked some of the houses.
Except me.
Yeah, Lupita, let's mute your sound really quick so we don't interrupt, so we can finish this really quick. Okay.
Okay.
You guys got a lot of things to do. Let me show you this one. This one is called birds, and I don't know if you remember bird census. Remember the last one we did was the frog census. This is bird census, but this one we're gonna do something slightly different. This is part of the lesson 2 of Excel. I'm kind of like just throwing a couple of assignments for each lesson. This will be our lesson 2. Look at what we need to do on this one. You guys see my screen? You guys see my screen right now?
Yeah, I can see.
All right. Look at, if I double click on the and between the A and the B, look at, you notice how it resizes automatically? Now the A is bigger. Let me undo this again. So I'm gonna undo.
Oh, A is bigger. Yeah.
You notice how they're all together here. You can see the name of the name of the what is it? The name of the birds, the species. You can see it right, but if I bring the mouse right here between the A and the B, look at carefully right here, and I double click. And I wait a little. Notice how it's expanded. Now you can see that species are black-cape chickadees, boat-tail grackles, eastern bluebirds, and all the list of all the different species, and it gives me all them out. What I'm gonna do here is just fix the sheet, make it more presentable. So, for example, I open this, and also the total. You notice that the total is going over from F over G. If I bring the mouse right here and I double click,
Double click. Okay.
So you notice how it now fits perfectly. So once I do that, I'm ready to start, you know, just fixing it. I'm gonna load a picture of one that I'm gonna fix, but you guys can fix it however you want to. Okay, let me show you the first thing I will do. I will change the size for this because this is the title. Titles you always wanted maybe 20 in size. Subtitle, which is County Environmental Committee. This is the subtitle. So this one you wanted maybe 16 or 14. So it depends whatever size you want, but it make it look nice. The species, week 1 to monthly total, all this is what we call, this is the subheading. All right, so this one I would like to do it maybe size 14 and also bold. Look at, see that? Now notice that now they don't fit correctly. So all I'll have to do is go right here to make them fit, double click between each of these cells. I'm recording this, so I'm gonna put the video on send the video on your messages so that way you have it, okay? So you notice how I'm double clicking automatically and now it's resized. So now this one, because this is the subtitle, sorry, the title for each of the headings, you can tell now. Now this right here, look at all this right here. I can actually kind of like move them forward a little bit. See the little arrows right here? There's 2 arrows. One is to move it forward, and the other one is to move it backwards. So look at, I'm gonna increase it. It's for increasing dent. You notice how they move a little bit? I don't know if you can see that. They go back and they move forward. I can forward them a little bit more. So see that, look at that. So you notice how presentable it looks now? And the total I wanna make sure that it's also maybe size, a slightly bigger size and bold. So I'm gonna bold that. Make it maybe, bold should be fine, look at, bold should look fine. The only problem that I have to do here, because it's a total, is to give it some sort of a border. See, if I go right here, I don't know if you guys remember when I used to tell you the double bottom border is for totals. So I will do this, look at, see tab.
Okay.
Double bottom border, see this?
Top of bottom. Okay.
Yeah, and I click it. It doesn't look like nothing happened, but when I click away, look at, you see that? Let me do it again, because you guys didn't see it. So the last part, I'm gonna highlight this total right here. I'm gonna just bold them. Not have to increase the size, just bold. And then what I'm gonna do next, right here, look, it says borders. And I click it. And I'm looking for this one, the double, it's the top, top and double.
Top and bottom.
When I click it, look at what happens. Nothing happens when I have those things highlighted. But when I click away, ta-da, see that? Those 2 lines, that means that that's the total right there. All right, so I'm practically done with this. What I need to do now is just add, maybe if I want to, a little bit of color to the cell. That's if I want to, or to the text. Into the cell, it would be right here. You see this? If I go maybe a green, look at how it colors green my cell. You see that? Same thing right here. I can just click again and it gives me the same green. For this, I can use like a lighter green maybe. So I go right here and I look for a slightly lighter green. Just to denote the difference. See that?
Okay.
So by doing all these changes, I have fixed the worksheet. Now it looks like a very presentable thing that I can print out and give it to my boss, so he knows that this is the different what is it? The different collected information on this species of birds. All right. So and on this one, that's all we need to do on this. Okay. I'm gonna have two like this. The other one is it's kind of like the same thing, but see, look, notice how long did it take me? Maybe about 10 minutes. It will take you to fix the whole thing. And there's no wrong way to do it, you know, because you're gonna use your colors. If you don't like this color, you can change colors. You know, you can change. Let's say you like it instead of red, you can go red, and maybe the text white. Look, you can do combinations. You see that?
Okay.
Right here, the same thing here, and the text. If you just click, it automatically gives you the white. See that? And this one, we can be a lighter red. So I go right here and see the different types of red, and I click on this. You see, so the color doesn't matter. Why don't I have color on this? No need for color on the bottom, because that's what the borders are for. Do they know that these are the totals? Right? So we have somebody else. Give me 1 minute here. Admit. Maria Zaragoza. I'm sorry I didn't see it. It was just bumping me on the thing, but there it is. All right. Hi, Maria. She can hear me. Anyway, as you can see, pretty easy. This thing is pretty easy. So I'm gonna put two of this assignment for you guys. Look at what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna repeat the whole thing again, just so you guys on the video will see how I did it. There's one more. Look at, if I undo this, I'm gonna do it all the way back to the way I had it and repeat it really quick. Yeah, I'm going back to the way I did it. Remember I told you the undo button is really useful. Like in this case, I can undo all the things I did and start from the beginning. There's no more to undo, so I'm done. See, this is how your document is gonna look. And as I said before, the point of this is to fix the worksheet and make it presentable. And I started by, look at the first thing you wanna do usually is to separate, because on this one, as I told you earlier, you can't see the name of the species, so I double click between the two, A and B. There it is. I also said the total was a little off too, so I fixed on that. And then here I said, starting with the title, you wanna give it a nice size, usually size 20. You can go higher if you want to, it doesn't matter. And then this one, size 16 maybe, or 14. See that? And then this one, because it's the titles for each of the different categories, species, the weeks, and all that. This one, I said we can do it maybe 14. But notice how it messed up the total again. So I just have to click on each one of them and fix it. Look at that. Fix this. Fix the D, E. You have to be in between the two. Look at how my mouse looks like a little cross, a sideways cross, something like that. And there it is. And then I'm ready now to this one. I said we can bold it. Even if I don't think I changed the size on the other one. So if I leave it the same size, still bold, you can see the difference. And then this right here, all this, I'm gonna highlight all this, and not the total though, just this, just the different species. And use this button right here, look at, you see two arrows on these buttons. If you leave the mouse long enough, it will tell you what it is. Increase indentation or increase indent. So I'm gonna click 1, 2 times to increase indentation, and it makes it look at, see, it makes it look really nice. You can make a difference between the species and the totals. And you can tell automatically by looking at it that that's different data, different information. So that's the purpose of indenting the information. And then I highlight all this. This one I said you can just bold it. And then, but the important thing is to use the top and double bottom border. Why? Because this is used for totals. When I click away, look at, you see my total right there. You see that? Nice. It looks totally different than the way it was before. All I have to do now at this point is just change the colors. Add a little bit of color. And for that, I can use either the cell color, which is this right here, different themes, color, see? I'll do this one different. So I'm gonna do, I can do like a dark blue on a white text. Yeah. And this one, I can do the same thing, maybe a lighter blue and white. It's too light. There. And then right here on this one, I'm just gonna add a very light blue, very light blue. This one maybe. You see that? Now my worksheet looks more presentable. The information actually looks really nice now. I can print it out and submit it for review to my boss. That's how you want to do when you do a worksheet. You want to fix it this way. So in this lesson, we'll try to learn how to make changes to the way the worksheet looks and to make it more presentable. Okay. All right. Any questions? No. Let me switch back. But yeah, this is gonna be on the assignment. This is gonna be our next assignment, and I'm gonna have another one similar to this where you're gonna just have just to fix it. For this one, I'm gonna have a picture. I should take a picture of this and just load it like that so you guys see it. Let me see. On the Mac, I don't even know how to take a picture. To be honest with you. I have to play with it to fix it. But anyway, this assignment will be posted later on. All right, let me switch back to the other one. Where's the other one? I'll start check. There it is. Okay. All right. So, you have any questions on this? No. Remember, we've done this before, and those of you who are with me from previous year, we did this before, so it's something that you guys are kind of like a little bit familiar with it. Let's see. All right. So let me switch back to the. Let me switch back really quick and show you the second one. The second one, I don't want to do it because I want you to use see this one? This one is one that is already done. All we have to do is fix it. But on this one, it's slightly different. This one is basically the same thing you need to do, you know, arrange the different cells, the different columns and all that. And this one, the same thing, but this one, look at, you got revenue, sales, consulting, and total revenue. Okay, sales and, see, revenue is the category, and then you got sales and consulting. So these two will be the ones that will be, see that? Twice. This will be the ones that are going to be indented. Same thing on this. Expenses, you got expenses on advertising. A company spends money on advertising and inventory and office supplies, rent, internet, phone, utilities. So all these are categories, are items of the category expenses. So this I can indent. You see that? And then finally, profit, cumulative profit. So on this, I'm not gonna do anything, but these two are the ones that I'm gonna indent. And then just arrange the whole thing, you know, add color, size, because these are the titles. Usually this, you wanna make them, as I said before, 20. I said I don't wanna do it and I'm doing it already. And then maybe this 16, yeah. And then the months right here, maybe what, 14? And then, oh, so 12. It depends, you know, the size doesn't matter. As long as you, the point here is to arrange it in a way that looks very presentable. And see, this one is our main category. So this, I will just bold it. And this, I will bold it. You can bold it, or you can use the italics if you want to. See revenue, bold and italics, maybe it looks better. See that? And only this part, because these are the categories, and this is the total for that category. Bold and italics. Italics. See that? And this one is just profit cumulative, means it's adding all this information. And the way it is you add the revenue and deduct expenses. That's how companies operate. So this is the profit. So this one I will make sure that it's before I do this. Don't forget that this has to be what? Because it's a total, you want it top and bottom. This one too, top and bottom. Every total you have to do that. And this is the cumulative profit. This is the top and bottom one. Yeah. So this will be our total, which should be bold. See, something like that, and just add colors. All right. You guys have any questions on this? They're pretty easy. As you can see, they're not difficult to arrange. So I wanna have those two assignments for next week. So take your time for this, and I'm gonna, as we're speaking, I'm actually recording this. So We should be have somebody chatting. Let me see. Use your own colors, Marinita. All right. All right. Yeah, it's pretty easy. Pretty easy. All right. The other one, I know you guys struggle a little bit, but you know what? I checked the going back to this. I checked the assignments, and you guys were right on the money. You were right on the money on some of the prices, so that was pretty good. And it was fun. It's fun. I copied the addresses that you guys found. Look at the houses, and some of the houses were really cheap. Like I noticed one in Palm Desert. I go, why is it so cheap? But then I realized that it was like $600 and something for the how do they call it, the home association fee. You know, those if you live like in a country club or something like that, you have to pay additional money for I don't know for what, but you pay for the home association. You have to belong to that country club. And some of them were really high, so I noticed that. But anyway, that's pretty much it. You guys, you have any questions? Any chance? Let me switch back to my stop share. Okay. And admit, oh my God, I have somebody waiting here. I think it's Manuelito. Oh no, it's Jackie. Hi, Jackie. It's connecting to audio.
Hello, Mr. Vasquez.
Hi, Jackie. I made it a little later because I noticed that you know, from 6:30 to 7 will be a nicer time to do this. You know, everybody's home. I know some are still working and you're rushing home for this is not a
From work.
I know from work is not a good thing, and I don't want to be a burden. But one is to continue, and as I said last week, I'm really I said humble that you guys are here. You know, and the class is still so hanging on. So I like that, and I want to make sure that I don't burden you guys with a lot of work. But these two assignments will be fun to work with Excel and kind of like fix it, arrange the worksheet, and make it more presentable. That's the purpose of these two exercises. As I said before, I'm gonna learn how to make a copy of the screen and post the screen. The two exercises are gonna be blank, you know, like the way they were when I first got them. So you have to kind of like, if you want to follow my video, just to do it, or if you want to try it on your own, okay? This is pretty much what I have for you guys today. I don't know if you have any questions, or I am submitting attendance because they want me to submit attendance. So when I send you a text and you guys respond, I mark the attendance for you guys. Like today, you know, everybody who's in the meeting, you know, I put the attendance for you. This is mostly for statistics at the and funding. You know, we have to report for funding, and we have to report that that we still, you know, continuing with our classes. Even though I have received messages for some of the people that are not able to make it because they find this very difficult, and I understand that. I went to a meeting yesterday, a county meeting, and it was crazy. They had 150 people in that meeting. It was a total chaos. Everybody was lost. They couldn't connect. And it was just a horrible, chaotic. Can you imagine over 150 people in a Zoom meeting?
Wow.
And everybody asking questions at the same time. It was like, I talked to my supervisors from the county. I go, you know what? Can I do it on my own differently? It's they want us to become, and it's going for a lot of the districts too. They're going to require this. Google is offering it's called Educators Google Classroom certification. They're offering that certification for teachers, and they want us all to become certified. I've been using with you guys. I use Edmodo, but in the high school I use Google Classroom. Just like maybe next year we'll use it for adult school. It is a lot easier than Edmodo, I tell you. And it's linked to your Google account, and you know it's better if you have an Android phone, is pretty easy to use Google Classroom with the Android phone. And it comes with the same set of programs like Word, Excel, Access, and PowerPoint, but they're called different on Google Classroom. But maybe next year will be something that we can learn how to use. It'll be exciting. But yeah, but the high school, I've been using it for years, or almost 4 years, because the high school links the grading directly to Google Classroom. So I put my assignments on Google Classroom, and when I grade them, they automatically go into the grade book for the school district. So that's why I have to use Google Classroom there. But for the adult school, they pay for Edmodo to use. That's why Miss Sanchez, the other computer teacher, she uses it too. But I think eventually she's gonna make the transition to Google Classroom, because she was there also on the meeting that I'm telling you, the 150 people meeting. It's crazy. But anyway, any questions, any comments, any good stories you want to share with us, guys? No.
No, aquí encerrados en la casa, no.
No, that's
no hay,
okay.
no hay good stories.
Oh, okay. Robert, how are you doing, Robert?
So boring. I wanted to see the school opening.
You like to travel also, huh? You like to travel everywhere.
I can this
You
time.
can right now, no?
I canceled the Alaska cruise. I canceled the Europe. I canceled because virus. So I can't. It's my money stuck.
Oh, wow. So you canceled, but you never got your money back.
Yeah, I called them. If you cancel, your money's gone. So I'm standby.
Oh, so you let, okay, so you're waiting till it's clear that you can take the trip.
Yeah, that's right. But I don't know when.
I don't know. I'm they're gonna open restaurants and things like that. I don't think I want to go eat out in a while. I'd rather have
black. Stress this one. Stay home. Oh, it's not good. Okay.
Yeah, no, I know. It's right now. I think I want to go eat out. Even I need a haircut, but I'm not gonna get a haircut.
I'm also have a standby.
I know. I'm not gonna do that right now. I'm gonna wait till there's testing is the key. No, everybody get tested, so we know who's carrying this thing and who's not. And right now,
Mr. Vasquez.
We don't know.
Yeah, Mr. Vasquez.
Yes.
Yeah, when gonna be open the school? When gonna be?
According to the county health director or health person, they're closed for the rest of the year.
Rest of it. Oh, yeah.
The whole year. Oh, and they're thinking that next year maybe it will be a combination of online and a combination of maybe one meeting and classroom meeting. I don't know. They're thinking about it. Can you imagine for the high school? 30-some students in my classes. I don't know how they're gonna do that. That's gonna be a challenge. So,
wow.
We don't know what's gonna happen, and hopefully we can overcome this thing, because it's. I mean, I understand you're bored, Robert. I'm bored too. We're all bored. I mean, and the days are really slow. You notice, unless you're working. Poor Barbara, you're working, so your days go just the same as always have been. And also Eva's working too, so.
Oh, I see.
Those of us like me that I'm home, it's like long days.
Yeah.
Long days.
I'm Korean, but Korean government. They are starting to open school. I think end of this month.
Yeah, the South Korean government.
Korea. Korea.
They started really early on it, on prevention and testing and all that. We haven't done that here. It's the problem, and I noticed. In Korea, South Korea, and other places where they were using like checking your temperature as you go.
Oh, yeah. Any place, yeah. If I need it, they will start free.
Yeah.
So
here we're a little behind on all that. So
it's a bit higher price in America. Okay.
You know how it is. It's politics, but hopefully we can get past that.
Yeah.
Anyway, so if you guys don't have anything else to add, I wish you all a good weekend, good and safe weekend.
Okay.
And I'll be posting those assignments online, Lupita.
Yeah, and happy Mother's Day.
Oh,
American.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Happy
Oh,
Mother's Day. Yeah,
oh my
Sunday.
God,
Yeah.
Thank you. Same to you.
Thank you.
Happy Mother's Day for everybody.
Thank everybody. Well, the moms.
Oh, you too. Thank you.
And it's gonna be on what day this time? Because we're on today's
10 on the
Sunday.
Sunday.
Oh, yeah, Sunday. Coming Sunday.
Yeah, it's usually the first Sunday of May, but everywhere else they celebrate on Mayo 10, May the 10th.
Yes, Mayo.
But it's Sunday too.
Oh, perfect! Look at that. It's gonna hit perfect.
Double.
Yeah, usually I will have a little party for my daughters,
Oh,
my wife, but this time there's nothing planned. No get-togethers or anything.
oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. Okay.
No get-togethers, nothing. Yeah. So that's how it's gonna go this time. All right. Okay. So well, thanks everybody for participating.
Thank you.
Bye,
No, thank you,
everybody.
Mr. Vasquez.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Have a nice weekend.
Bye.
You
Bye.
too. Bye.
Bye-bye. See you.
Okay. Bye, Robert.
Bye, Lupita.
Lupita.
Lupita, call me, okay?
Huh?
Lupita, call me. Okay, you get the message.
Okay. I'm gonna call you.
Yeah, you're gonna call or you're gonna message better.
Okay.
Okay?
I'll do it.
Different.
Okay,
Okay, I
thank you.
will.
You change
Okay.
phone numbers like shirts, every time you have a new phone number. So he probably has a wrong phone number for you.
Last time the Lupita gave to me and I text to that phone number. Someone said, "Oh, I'm not Lupita."
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
It has happened.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm so sorry.
All right, everybody. Goodbye.
Okay.
Bye,
Good evening,
teacher.
everybody. I miss you, everybody. Okay.
Bye.
I miss everybody too, especially the coffee and the bread.
Goodbye.